The trial of separatist leader of the proscribed Indigenous People of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, has been adjourned to January 19 and 20th, 2022. The defendant's top lawyer, Ifeanyi Ejiofor, said at the resumed hearing in Abuja on Wednesday that some members of Kanu's legal team were denied access to the courtroom. He said the pronouncement made by the judge, Justice Binta Yako, was done while they were still outside the courtroom.
When we are going to go to the court, they insisted that they can only allow 5 members of the legal team to be inside. Only 5. And we have at least maximum of 8 persons along with us up there. I'm not talking about those that were denied access to the court premises. We are outside trying to resolve that issue. Because it can't continue this manner. We have people that came from all the way from Abuja today. We have a person who is representing Igbo lawyers here. He was not allowed access to the court. We have people who are representing Ndi Otokiwu. We have people who are representing Ohanes and Igbo. They were not allowed access to the court today. So we insisted that the right thing must be done. After we have over 9 members of legal team representing the federal government today in court. They were in court. Lawyers. We also have over 10 members of SSS officials right inside the court. Why can't they allow at least some members of legal team defense team to be in court? So they refuse to do that. And we are outside the court door trying to resolve these challenges. The court came in, locked the door, then denied access to the court. Before we could speak to Jack Robinson, the matter has been adjourned to 19th and 20th of January. I've not seen such travesty. I've not seen travesty of justice. We are just told. We are told that the court invited our client and the DPP and the prosecutor to have a discussion with them, even when we are not there.
Among the legal counsels present at Kanu's trial was his international lawyer, Bruce Finn. The American lawyer, who also was denied entry, said Nnamdi Kanu is being detained illegally and charged with actions that aren't even criminal in nature. He said he is taking the case before the International Forum and Tribunals.
It's very clear this was the 5th time I had come from the United States as Nnamdi Kanu's international lawyer to try to meet and see him, where I was denied 5 times. It was very clear today that I was the one that caused them to lock everybody out of the courtroom. They did not want me in the courtroom. I'm here not to create an irritant. There are huge international law issues raised by the charges against Nnamdi Kanu, including the kidnapping, extraordinary rendition, punishing him without any trial or hearing, denying him access to his lawyers. These are all violations not only of the Nigerian Constitution, but international covenants to which Nigeria is a signatory. I am taking now the case to the International Forum and Tribunals. It's clear that the Nigerian tribunals are hopelessly compromised. It isn't even close to fair due process. And so I'll be going to the working group on arbitrary detention in Geneva, the International Criminal Court and International Court of Justice in The Hague, the U.S. Congress, to impose sanctions on Nigeria until it conforms to internationally recognized human rights to which Nigeria has already subscribed, to enforce its own constitution. I have seldom seen such open, notorious lawlessness. And I underscore, it is very clear. They signaled out me when I was the one who was approaching to enter the courtroom. They said, Mr. Fine, you can't go in. Everybody else was able to go in. For whatever reason, they put me on a blacklist, if you will, said no, they fear that if the law applies, Nnamdi Kanu goes free. And that is exactly what ought to happen because the law does require that he go free. And the international community now is obligated to put the sunshine on the Nigerian judiciary and ensure that if justice is not done, there will be a price to pay. The judge herself may be subject to prosecution before the International Criminal Court. Judges are not free from criminality.
Nnamdi Kanu, who wasn't present in the last proceeding, was brought to court on Wednesday at about 9:52 a.m. Meanwhile, shortly after the departure of the IPOB leader from the court, members of one Nigerian group marched to show solidarity for influential Nigerians killed in the southeast, saying IPOB is a terrorist organization.
As you can see, we are here in solidarity with our security agencies that have been killed by these terrorists. As you can see, we have carried a coffin of Dr. Chike Akunyili, Barrister Ahmed Gulak, and some of our security agents that have been killed by this murderous element. We are patriots and we are concerned about the evil machination of people who offer themselves as stooges for terrorist organizations. IPOB is a proscribed organization. It is a terrorist organization, and we are here to tell the world. And we are concerned because we've seen people even coming out to show solidarity to this person.
The Nigerian government had on October 18 this year filed a 7-count amended charge against Kanu, which borders on treasonable felony and terrorism.